Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I'm Kenny. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. In today's video, I'll be doing another natural hair 101 talk. If you don't know, I started a natural hair 101 series on my channel right here. I'll link the playlist, I'll link it up here and also in the description box below. So in today's natural hair 101 talk, I'll be talking about, I'm sure you've already known what I'll be talking about from the title. I'll be talking about how to transition to natural hair and also my 8 tips that will help you on your transitioning journey. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. I'll really appreciate that. Transitioning to natural hair simply means growing out your natural hair gradually without doing the big chop, which is when you cut off all the relaxed end. Without doing the big chop, you grow out your natural hair gradually, and then you like gradually cut off the relaxed end until you're at the stage, or until your natural hair is at the stage in which you feel you'll be comfortable in wearing that hair out. When your hair is at a length in which you are comfortable in wearing it out or comfortable in managing it. So that is what transitioning means. I transitioned to natural hair when I made the decision to go natural, or like, do I call it return natural or go natural, something like that. I didn't want to do the big chop because I didn't know how the short look of having a big chop would look on me. So I decided to transition to natural hair gradually. So my last relaxer, the last time I had relaxer in my hair was I think September 2014, and I transitioned for I think about 18 months. I'm sort of confusing it right now. I'll put the date right here on the screen, but I know that I transitioned for about I think 18 to 20 months was how long I transitioned for. So I'll be sharing with you the tips that helped me on my transitioning journey, because if you are transitioning now, you would know how difficult it is to manage 2 textures. When you are transitioning, you have 2 textures of hair. You have your relaxed hair, and also you have your natural hair that is growing out of your scalp. Even before you start transitioning, when you were relaxed and maybe your hair is due for another relaxer, you know how difficult it is to manage your hair when it is due for another relaxer. Now imagine keeping that hair that you're supposed to relax, maybe that time that it's you were so uncomfortable with how it was, you just needed that relaxer for you to soften it up. Now imagining keeping that hair longer than that. But let me be frank with you, transitioning hair is the most difficult to manage. Natural hair is more manageable than transitioning hair. Relaxed hair is more manageable than transitioning hair, especially that point at which the relaxed end and natural hair, that point at which those 2 textures meet. That is the most difficult part to manage. That is the most tangled together part. So when you're transitioning to natural hair, you have to be on top of your game to be able to know how to like deal with 2 textures. You will not be frustrated to want to cut off the relaxed ends and be left with only natural hair, even though you are not still comfortable with the length as which your hair is. My first tip when you are transitioning to natural hair, which is, let me say, it's expected or it's something that you should already know, is that you should stop the relaxer. Don't try to say, oh, I want to be relaxing my edges so that they will grow or so that they'll be more manageable. I want to texturize my hair. Texturizing is not being natural. Anything that is like a chemical thing that will change your curl pattern, from that kinky state to sort of like a straight or wavy state. You want to stop it. You want to stop texlaxing your hair. You want to stop relaxing your hair, because texlaxing is different from natural hair. If you say I want to texlax my hair to make it more manageable, that is not natural hair. It's still like you are relaxing your hair. The second tip is that you don't want to use any form of chemical on your hair. When you're transitioning to natural hair, it's not the side that you want to be flat ironing your hair so that it is more manageable. You may be causing more damage to your hair, and you won't know it, because you have 2 textures of hair. And when you have 2 textures of hair and you're flattering that, you're flat ironing your hair, everything will look, your natural hair and your relaxed hair, they will have same texture, they will all look straight, and you won't be able to determine if your natural hair is damaged, because it will be looking very similar to the relaxed hair, and you'll be chalking it to, oh, it's just my relaxed hair that is there, whereas you may be damaging your natural hair that is supposed to be patiently growing out. So you want to stop the heat, you don't want to use any heat, you want your hair to grow out, you want your hair to grow out on its own with its own curl pattern. You want your hair to grow out without any interruption with any chemical or any heat. So same goes with chemical. You're trying to dye your hair with color or bleach your hair, you don't want to do that. Those two can damage your curl pattern. You won't be able to know what your real hair type is, what your real hair texture is, because you are manipulating it, or you are changing it, or you are sort of changing it with heat or chemicals. So you don't want to do that. You want your hair to grow out on its own without any heat, without any chemical, and you don't want to use relaxer on your hair as well. My third tip when you're transitioning to natural hair is deep conditioning. When your hair was relaxed, if you deep condition your hair, when you're transitioning, you want to intensify that deep conditioning. Now that I'm natural, I deep condition my hair every 2 weeks. When I was transitioning, I deep condition my hair almost every week. If my hair is not in a protective style, I deep condition my hair almost every week, because like I said, transitioning hair is the most difficult to manage, is the most difficult to manipulate, because that end where your natural hair meets the relaxed end is the most fragile and the most difficult to manipulate. So like I said in my 8 tips to grow out natural hair, to facilitate natural hair too, like I said in that video, deep conditioning, the first thing that deep conditioning does to natural hair is that it makes it more manageable. Apart from that fact that it nourishes it, it strengthens it, it gives it more elasticity, it makes your hair more manageable and more pliable. So when you are transitioning to natural hair, the only way you can get your hair to obey what you are trying to do to it, the only thing you can do for your hair to let it obey you or to let it be more manageable or pliable is to deep condition. My fourth tip when you are transitioning to natural hair is to handle your hair carefully, especially when you are detangling your hair. You have to be very, very careful. Like I said, the point at which the natural hair meets the relaxed hair is the most difficult to manage, and also is the most delicate. Any little thing like this, if you are not ready for big chop, you just see that it's at that point that your hair will be like it's trying to break off. So you have to be very careful how you detangle your hair so that you don't have too much breakage at that point. When I was transitioning, I depended so much on type of conditioner I used to detangle my hair. The first conditioner I would recommend if you are transitioning to natural hair is the TEXLAXER Perfectly Undone conditioner. That is the best conditioner I've ever used, especially that is inexpensive. It has amazing sleep. It's the conditioner that I know that has the best sleep out of any conditioner I've ever used. The TEXLAXER Perfectly Undone conditioner. The next conditioner I'll recommend is the TEXLAXER Botanic Nourish and Replenish conditioner. That one also has amazing sleep and it's also inexpensive. And the third conditioner I'll recommend is the Herbal Essence Hello Hydration conditioner. That conditioner too, it's amazing. It has great sleep. So those are the 3 conditioners that I used when I was transitioning. I used 2 of those conditioners, the TEXLAXER Perfectly Undone and also the Herbal Essence Hello Hydration conditioner. These are the 2 conditioners I used when I was transitioning, and now I'm using the TEXLAXER Botanic conditioner. So I recommend these 3 conditioners because they are the conditioners that I've used from the drugstore that are really, really good. They are amazing. The sleep is really, really amazing. So you want to use a very good conditioner that has amazing sleep, especially when you are detangling your hair. You want to coat every bit of your hair with that conditioner so that your hair is easier to manipulate and manage. And the next tip, which is the 5th tip, is moisturizing your hair. Also, when you're moisturizing your hair, because there is a likelihood that you have to detangle your hair too when you are styling it or moisturizing it. You want to look for a very good hydrating conditioner that has great sleep as well. And the conditioner I'll recommend too, and those are the 2 conditioners I used when I was transitioning: Canty Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioning Repair Cream and the Shea Moisture JBCO Leave-In Conditioner. Those are the 2 conditioners I used when I was transitioning to natural hair. They are amazing. They worked really, really well for me. They both have amazing sleep. The JBCO conditioner has more sleep than the Canty Leave-In conditioner. So just want to look for which one will work best for you. My sixth tip is to do protein treatment. I did my protein treatment when I was transitioning. I used to do my protein treatment then, I think every 6 weeks. Now I do my protein treatment every 8 weeks. But then I used to do my protein treatment every 6 weeks because I know that I needed my hair need that strength to be able to withstand the two textures, especially that point of demarcation. My hair needed more strength, so the only thing that could do that for me was protein treatment. So my seventh tip is you have to look for styles that will look good in your hair. When you're doing your braid out and your twist out, you want to put palm rod on the ends of your hair so that point too is looking curly and not looking limpy and all sorts. Bantu knots was my best friend then, because apart from the fact that to stretch my hair out, it gives me this uniform curl all over, and then I'll pin it up in like maybe an updo or a low bun or high bun or something. I just pin it up and make it wearable and make it look good on me so that I don't have horrible looking too textured hair. So you just want to look for styles that you feel you can do and look good on you. And my 8th tip, which is the most important tip when you're transitioning to natural hair, is protective styling. That is what will be your best friend. Like I said, you may want to do bantu knot, twist out, but protective styling will be your best friend. I don't think I've ever done as much protective styling I did. I've never even done any protective styling on my hair since my hair has been natural. But when I was transitioning to natural hair, most of the time my hair was always in protective style, because like I said, managing too textured hair, it's headache, and the only way you can escape from that is by protective styling your hair. But most of the time I only wear my protective style. The most I wear my protective styles for is 2 to 3 weeks, so that I can wash my hair again and deep condition it again, moisturize it again, and then put it in another protective style. And my protective style I used to do then was crochet braids, or I put my hair in cornrows. Crochet braids was what I did most when I was transitioning to natural hair. Then I did braids too. At times I would do 2 weeks of wearing my hair in bantu knots and 2 weeks of wearing my hair in protective style. You just want to make sure that your hair is well protected. You are not going into your hair too much to manipulate it. And another thing I would say when you are transitioning to natural hair is to make sure that you don't transition too long. You don't transition your hair for too long, because like I said, transitioning hair is so frustrating and difficult to manage. When your hair is at a length in which you feel you are comfortable in, then you can now cut off the relaxed ends, and then you'll be left with your 100% natural hair. So those are my 8 tips for transitioning to natural hair. You can check out my 8 tips to facilitate natural hair growth too, which I feel some of those tips too may help you as well. But those are the 8 tips that I felt helped me when I was transitioning to natural hair. And also, if you want to check people who are transitioning hair, you want to check out how they style their hair. I don't have any video when I was transitioning to natural hair. I didn't film any video then. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. Let me know in the comment section below, what tip will you give anyone that is transitioning to natural hair? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye guys.